Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host, Eben. We're here with Mario, and Mario is a good friend from the Corvette Club, and he's had this beautiful Camaro. This is the ZL1 6.2 liter, and you could also call it the LT4, which is like the Corvette supercharged engine, 650 horsepower, 650 torque. And we're here today doing an engine oil flush. We're going to get all the carbon deposits out. He got the engine nice and broken in, and it's going to be awesome. So this is his beautiful Camaro 1LE. That's the track edition.
That's right, 1LE.
And all right, so the first thing we're going to do is, especially if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe, tap the notification bell. You'll be able to come back and watch all this information for your vehicle later. But he's going to put the flush in. This is a super thin detergent. So we got the funnel here, give you that. And all you do is go ahead and put that in the motor oil, and then we're going to idle her for 15 minutes. So there goes this thin detergent, and it loosens sticky valves, cleans the rings, and it really, you can see some of the bullets of what it does. And it's just amazing what it does, especially for an older vehicle. But it's always a good idea to do it the first time you switch over to 100% synthetic, because you don't want that old mineral oil to be mixed with all the best stuff. So it's like, it's just extra due diligence. If you don't want to do the flush, you can always just change your oil filter early, because what's going to happen when you put the good Signature Series in this stuff, which is good for 25,000 miles, that's going to actually, the detergents in this are going to melt it out of your engine, so it'll all end up in the oil filter. So this is just an extra step. It's a little bit more cost effective. And if you have a diesel engine, it's best to use that every single time, because it helps with flushing the oil and also getting the oil coking out of the turbo and oil cooler ports and all that different stuff that accumulate sludge. So it's just an extra thing. So now we'll start her up. On a count of 3, Mario's going to fire her up, and we're going to let her idle for 15 minutes. 3, 2, 1. All right, we just got done idling her for 15 minutes. It's that time to drain her down. We got our 15 millimeter socket. We just come right here, and we're gonna crack her loose. What is that? Yeah, it's going loose. There she is. And now this bolt comes out like butter. We're gonna pull our bin down. You can come back here a little bit. And on the count of 3, we're going to yank her off. All right, here we go. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Oh, it's a long one. It's a long one. All right, there goes 10 quarts of oil coming out. And in a second, we're going to go ahead and prime our oil filter, and I'll tell you about that. This is what the oil looks like coming out. It comes out like water when it's really hot, and it really helps get all the carbon out. And now we're going to take off our oil filter. Our oil filter pliers, it helps to get in there, especially if it's a little too tight. Sometimes the heat can mess with the oil rubbers, and it's tougher to delaminate. So now it's still draining, and it'll drain like that for 5-10 minutes. So now we're going to go ahead and just loosen her up, and it'll overflow a little bit. And there we go. We'll just let that drain for a minute, and we'll take off our filter. Got our filter off. We're just going to let it drain down a little bit. Now I want to go ahead and show you the difference between these filters. So this is the AMSOIL oil filter. It's good for 1 year, 15,000 miles. And they actually just redid this filter. It's actually upgraded. And to show you the micron percentage, it filters at 20 microns. And it filters at 99% efficiency. So the OEM filter filters at about, I think it's 87%. You can look that up online, but I wanted to show you in the light what it looks like. That's the inside of that filter. We're going to take the AMSOIL filter out of the packaging. I want to show you what it looks like. It all comes nice and wrapped up. It has a really, really good seal to it. That way you know it hasn't been played with, no one ever used it before. It's so good you can't even get it out of the wrapper. That's how good it is. And now I want to show you what the actual backing plate looks like and show you the difference. So it's a little bit of a bigger filter. The actual silicone, the anti-drain back valve is quite a bit of an upgrade. So the AMSOIL one is a solid rubber silicone that doesn't deform over the course of the year. Also, the threads are a little upgraded compared to this one. And this is a two-piece where it holds up a little bit better with the AMSOIL filter. And the thickness of the actual cartridge is thicker. And now they just started this new coating. And this coating actually is like a extra grip, so it's easier. They were listening to all the dealers. They asked the dealers, they said, what should we do with our filters? The AMSOIL dealers, they said, let's make a better grip. So they've been listening to everyone's comments and stuff. So that's the difference. So you're good for the whole year. If you're gonna go over 15,000 miles with Signature, all you do is change this out at 12,500, and then you're good for the whole 1 year, 25,000 miles or 700 idling hours. Now on this car, it's going to be driven pretty aggressively, so most likely he's only going to do about 10 to 15,000, and that's on one filter, and then that's pretty much it. All right, we're cracking open a fresh bottle of Signature. This is 100% synthetic, the best of the best of the best, and we're actually doing a little upgrade. And believe it or not, the technical bulletin on the C7 Stingray has been upgraded from 530 to 040. So this is a great intermittent track day oil. It's right in between a 530 and a 1550. So if you're just doing 1 or 2 track days a year, this is what you want to use. And just a little bit better in high heat. So we're going to put in that liquid gold. We're going to prime it all the way up because it's mounted straight up and down. And you can see it go. And it's still saturating the medium. And now we're going to wet our rubbers. So we come with just 2 finger. It's not that big of a filter. And wet our rubbers up, hit our threads. And as you guys know, the wetter, the better. Going on, the filter is going on. Like butter. Here we go. We're gonna cork her up, and I wanted to answer the question early. A lot of people ask, Eben, isn't there like a half a quart of oil that's in his oil cooler? Well, there probably is, but that little bit of flush is minuscule. It's like half an ounce. It's not gonna hurt the fresh Signature Series at all. Absolutely nothing to worry about. So we're gonna go ahead and stick on our bolt and tighten her down. About 20 pounds of torque. You don't have to go real tight. This is a really good sealing bolt. And that's pretty much it. It's time to go feel her up. All right, here we go. We're going to start out with our PI Performance Improver. And what this is a gasoline additive. Cleans all the carbon deposits out of your valves, out of the combustion chamber. Gets all that stuff all throughout the fuel system. You put it in every 4,000 miles. So it's not something you add all the time. And it's a really hardcore cleaner. That's it's just not like anything else, and you'll see a link on that in the description section below on the comparison. So they have the new Gaseous Gas Cap design with the threads, so it pulls out super easy. Stick her in is super easy. You can hear the gulpa, 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 gulpa. And now it's already done. It's a double penetration. There's 2 flaps in there, and now to get it out, you just give it a little twist and it comes out like butter. Before, it used to be a hell of a time getting it out. Alright, so this is the upper cylinder lubricant. This is a new product that just came out about a month and a half ago. This goes in the fuel system. You can put it at the same time as the PI, at the same exact time. This is to be used every single tank of gas. So this helps with ethanol separation. Ethanol, when it separates with the water, you get this calcium and all this crap in your floater. It goes in your fuel system. It can go in the valves. It goes everywhere. So you want to keep that from happening. Also, this helps with keeping it clean. It's a great maintainer. And then the other great thing is it's a lubricant. So your valves are quieter, and it made a huge difference on the vehicles I put it in. And I got 0.9 mile a gallon better with an 04 Ford Expedition, which gets horrible gas mileage. So 0.9 average is pretty good. And you pop your seal, same exact thing. Just stick her in, super easy. And now we're going to show you how easy it is to yank out. Before, it was a stickler yanking out. This time, just 2 finger. Watch this. Ready? Just one twist and a pull. And that's it. The new gasless gas cap design. It's that time to feel her up. Mario's got the honors. Go ahead and start pouring. Just make sure you hold that little funnel. It's a little bit of a stickler with the funnel, with the angle of the fill hole there. It's a little unique, so you got to take your time. Take your time. So there goes the liquid gold. And I'll be coming next left-handed. I'm righty, but we're going to go lefty today, and we're going to test ourselves. Let's try it. Oh my God, here's Jeff. Look.
I got to get...
Look at Jeff.
I got to get one in between
Jeff's
diagnoses.
coming in.
I got to get one in. I got to get one in?
Yeah, get one in, Jeff.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
And you know what? I'm going to come next.
There.
Here I come.
And then look, what we can do...
Look at that.
Is we can just take it higher for a tall pour.
Yeah.
Don't let the streams cross. We
Why
saw
not?
that in Ghostbusters. Come on.
Yeah?
Opens up like a third dimension for something. Boom, we're in. All right, that's my contribution.
Hold it, Jeff.
I'm holding it. Oh, I'm holding it.
Stay in it.
Stay
in it. Stay in it. Stay in it. All right,
I admit it.
We got 10 quarts total going in, and we're gonna go around the block and go trounce around.
Let's give it a cheers.
Cheers. Boom.
Boom.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so what time are you guys thinking about golf?
All right, our first startup with AMSOIL on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. So we are driving the beautiful ZL1 Camaro, and we just got done doing the motor oil, the rear diff, and we're going to get some impressions from Mario. We're not going to do anything too crazy, but we're going to keep going around. We're going to go out the Boulder Highway, and we'll see what she feels like.
I noticed it feels real smooth on startup, a little bit different, a little smoother.
Oh wow! All right,
Yeah.
we'll go this way. Yeah, we'll just go straight out the Boulder Highway. You'll see it up there. So yeah, this is such an interesting car because they won't release the time on the Nürburgring on the Z06, but they will on this car. So I think this car is even faster, which is pretty cool. It's like such an interesting vehicle. And so now we're on Boulder Highway. There's the Welcome to Las Vegas sign over there. And we'll see what the driving impressions are, how it feels.
Feels nice and smooth.
Wow.
And it's hard to tell because this car's got no bushings. It's so stiff. You feel every bump, but motor feels good.
Wow. So does it's just less vibration, or
A little less vibration, I would say.
awesome.
Just a little smoother, I would say.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So here's the
Less
dash.
vibration, definitely.
Yeah. Only 10,000 miles, and it's got all the gauges. Really, really cool. The Camaros, they've done such a good job with them now. It's like so cool to see what they're doing now.
Yeah. I appreciate you taking the time to help
Yeah.
Luber up.
You're the best. You're the best. Thanks, Mario. Yeah. So we'll do a little fourth gear thing just to see what it feels like with vibration. We're gonna make a we can just make a right here if it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll do a right, and then once you make this turn, just skip into fourth,
Right.
and then I just want to see what the drivetrain feels like. Kind of like tip into it, let off, tip in, let off. Let's see what it feels like. Because now we got all the rear diff done too. Should be neat to see what that feels like. So he's gonna hit fourth. Let's see. There's first. All right, there's fourth.
Just a lot of torque.
Yeah, it is a lot of torque. Holy crap. This thing's like, I think it's max torque. It went like 3,200 or something.
Yeah.
It's like...
More traffic.
Yeah.
Vegas is getting bad,
Yeah.
traffic-wise.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of people. They're all coming to here from Los Angeles. It's good though. It will have some more business, but in the same token, it's going to be a little more tricky driving. The highways are still pretty good, but
yeah, not bad. As long as it's not near the 5 o'clock rush hour.
Yep. And look, Mario doesn't even have a radar detector. See,
yeah.
He's a smart.
Can't go fast enough.
He's a smart. Yeah, he's a smart driver. I never had one either. I always just knew where all the police are, and I really don't speed on surface streets ever. No. I never really speed. There's too many damn intersections. Wow, is this thing hardcore? Wow. Hit fourth. Yeah, let's see. So there's fourth. You see the S4 for sport mode. Just do a little rolling. Oh, wow. Wow, is that a lot? Holy cow, that just started to blow out the rear end in fourth.
Feels good. It feels smooth.
Does it
there is
feel,
a difference. It's you know, it's hard to pick up, but when you drive your car every day, you'll
Can you feel a difference in the rear end?
A little bit.
Wow,
it's hard to tell.
It's so small.
Yeah.
It's
definitely, I feel like less vibrations. The diff, I'd have to go take around some corners.
It almost makes the car feel slower.
Should I go right?
Yeah, we can make it right around the block. Yeah. But I've always seemed like it makes your car almost feel slower as there's so much less like vibration and stuff. It's weird.
It's smooth. Feels good.
All right, so yeah, we're headed up Trop, so we'll head back to the shop. And if you have any questions at all, leave a comment. And it means so much for Mario to be a part of the channel now. Another good addition. And we'll see you back. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. And I'll stick a little video right here in the middle. You can check out some other videos on the playlist about AMSOIL. And we'll see you back next time. All right? Cheers to protection, protection, protection.